students, see you there. Welcome to Making Community Connections Charter School, also known as MC2, located in Manchester, New Hampshire. Right behind me we have the school, so let's venture on in. Come on in, I'll show you around. This is the community room. This is where students work independently while classes are going on. There's not many students here today because they're all at their internships. This is our internship board. This is where we post internships that our students currently have. For example, we have students interning at the Bernie Sanders campaign, the Department of Transportation, and the Sea Science Center. This is one of the rooms where we take classes, and at MC2 it's different because we call them learning studios. Learning studios are different from traditional high school classes because students earn credit from creating individualized projects. As you can see, the setup of our classrooms is more relaxed, making it a better learning environment. MC2 offers an alternative way of learning, which is why many students come here. We interviewed a few students and this is what they said. Why did you come to MC2?
I came to MC2 because my old school wasn't really meeting my needs.
Regular schooling just wasn't working for me.
I tried out a lot of different schools over the past few years. I've been homeschooled for most of my life. Then I recently got into public school again once I got to high school age. And I tried out maybe one or two other schools and it just didn't work out for me for various reasons.
It's a better learning environment and stuff. Makes it more comfortable, so I'm more eager to learn.
The teachers didn't seem to care. They just kind of like pushed you through, like, you're gonna learn this. I don't care if you actually know it or not, but you're gonna learn this. And it was just too many people to be around, and I didn't feel like I was learning to the best of my capabilities, and I just didn't like it, so I stopped going. And I've actually started going to school more since coming here.
And how is the transition from traditional school to MC2?
Extremely easy.
The interesting thing about me is that I wasn't really transitioned from a traditional school, I transitioned from homeschooling. So it was not the most smooth transition ever. It was a little jarring at first, but definitely because MC2 is willing to help with students and get through and get into a more productive state, I was able to transition to school fairly well.
It's extremely easy to just come here from a traditional school and like know what you're doing. Although you're learning as you go along, it's still extremely easy.
What's something about MC2 that's different from your past schools?
Like everything.
With MC2, the staff is much more helpful. Like we have daily check-ins, and at my old school I didn't have that. So the staff is just more welcoming.
Again, it's my ability to work at my own pace. A lot of the other schools, they're very strict on what I need to do and when I need to get it in by, but because I can decide how and when I do all of this work, it's been a lot less stressful for me. So even though there is no time limit, no time cap on the work that I need to get done, I'm still able to get it done a lot faster than I was previously just because I'm not stressed out about it.
Definitely the internships, I think, is one of the things, because my old school didn't have that, and you weren't even like offered that type of opportunity, so just having that available is definitely helping in gaining like real world experience.
MC2 allows students to work at their own pace, which is beneficial for students of all learning styles. How has MC2 helped you work at your own pace?
Just because MC2 is a competency-based school, I'm able to design projects and work on them how I choose and how I want to.
Well, I don't feel as rushed to do things. Like if I start a project, I don't feel like I need to have a deadline that is a month away. I can make it a bit further if I need that much time.
I had a lot of time to work by myself, so it's more self-directed.
So unlike other schools where everything is laid out before you even get into the school year, I'm able to come into this school and say, this is what I need to work on today. I know all the checklist stuff I need to work on, I know all the things I need to complete for my phase, for my grade. So I'm not just able to go through and do all the work, but I'm able to decide how I want to do that work.
At MC2, students' learning is completely individualized, which allows them to work on what they're interested in. What have you been working on lately?
A lot of it is just the basic stuff for the moment. I will be moving into my graduation research project fairly soon though.
Lately I've been working on my research paper for abortion, so I'm learning a lot, and a project on cyberbullying.
Like TLC work stuff with Kim.
And what's the TLC work?
It's where we travel to different schools across the country. We actually traveled to Colorado in October and visited 3 different schools, as well as New York in November, and we visited 2 different schools, and we saw how they were using the transformational change model to make the learning more personalized for the students and just make it a better learning experience for them.
At MC2, we allow students to grow, so when it comes time to graduate, they're prepared for the outside world. Here's one of our Phase 4 students talking about his growth. Describe your growth during the time at MC2.
I've had my ups and downs while being here in MC2. I mean, definitely I went through periods of time where I didn't get much work done. But again, just because there is a good support structure here and there's a lot of students here that are willing to help you and a lot of teachers here that are willing to help you, and just because a lot of the staff members aren't stressed out about everything, because again, they aren't held to a schedule. They're very willing to help you and very willing to help you get through any struggles or anything that you're going through.
How has MC2 prepared you for the outside world?
Mainly for me, it's through internships. So a lot of the kind of things that I want to do once I get out of high school, such as going pure science and the IT field, I was able to get internships in that particular area, and they treat me like I'm an employee there. So I'm held to a very high professionalism standard than I normally would.
MC2 has aspects that appeal to different prospective students. We asked our students what first caught their eye about the school. What intrigued you about MC2 at first?
The model, because there's like a lot of different learning opportunities here, and the internships.
Being able to pick what you want to work about.
Shadowing here, just like seeing how everything worked and how like close the students and teachers were, just made me be like, I really like this school, I want to come here.
What really ended up intriguing me was just the fact that there was this very strong sense of community and everyone became very dedicated to make this school a better place than what it was initially. So we're constantly growing, constantly moving forward, and I enjoy being part of that.
MC2 offers students opportunities that they wouldn't have had otherwise, which makes it crucial to their academic careers. Here at MC2, we strive to keep growing and moving forward so we can improve the lives of students for generations to come.